Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is November 7th. Can you believe it's November 7th already? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 2025 will be here before we know it. If you survive to 2025, I have to take a breath. This is Meri at the Meri Atelier, and welcome to my desk. Today, I'm going to share some journaling with you. I want to share what my thoughts are for this book, and I have some auction haul. I have the rest of my thrift haul. I showed you. Hi, Angie Brown. I showed you my little treasure in a small video last night, that needlepoint stand. I have big ideas for that. And I got some other things at the thrift store. I got some things on Facebook Marketplace. And I got some Happy Mail from JL. I'm going to open this. What do you think this is? It jiggles. It's like a Christmas present. What could be in here? We're going to find out. And I have an auction haul from Debbie Ham. Your phone went off, and that is, and I said that is Meri. Oh, okay. Your phone went off. Did I wake you up, Angie? Did I wake you up? I'm so sorry. So let me get over to my notepad. I found treasures. I found treasures. I'll tell you, going to the thrift store to get things is a smart thing to do. You can find so many nice things. Oh, you were up. Okay, good. Chat filter, all messages. I see 5 of you out there. Some of you are up in the balcony, which is quite all right because it is early in the morning. It is early in the morning. It's not that early. It's 7 o'clock on the East Coast. Wake up. Time to get up. Let's see, I want to fix my quality. There's Karen K. Hi, Karen. Welcome in, Karen. Let me set the quality up to 1080. It's good to see you. Karen's on the West Coast. So, you guys, I have been writing in my workbook for my holiday memories, 100 holiday memories, lifetime holiday memories. This is a really good exercise if you're up for it. And you may not want to do just holiday memories, but I've been working on my list, and I think I just have a few left. I got to like 80, and I'm going, oh, these last 20 are hard, you know, because I'm trying to keep them to holiday memories. Let's see. This is the last page. It's filled in. That's filled in. There's one here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have eight memories left to think of. And then I made a list of all my holiday memories from as far back as I could remember, and trying to keep them just around Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, this time of the year. And then I'm going to go in and pick one off of the list, like sparkle paints. I always wanted a set of sparkle paints. Even when I was a girl, young girl, I wanted sparkle paints, and I got them. One year I got sparkle paints for Christmas. But then I'm going to write a little short note about that holiday memory. And this is what I'm calling a workbook, because I can just scratch in it. I can edit. Like, see, I've been making notes here at the beginning. And I can just edit and scratch. And then I'm going to formalize it and put it in another journal and make it nice. So I just wanted to share that I've been working in that. I did get to town yesterday. Let me put this over here. And I went to the fabric store. And I go in there just to buy this magazine. It's it's a fabric store, beads, yarn. It's really the only little crafty store that we have around. And scrapbooking, beading, yarn, and fabrics. But I get this piecework magazine in there, and it's all about needlework history. And it's so interesting because here's one on buttons. Here, where she's made buttons, and I thought that would be fun to do with my slow stitch. And this is, of course, a Victorian one. And then there's an article here about the Westport School back in the, I believe, the 1700s. Let me get there, right here. They made these silk globes, and it talks about girls' education. And in the Westport School, it was a Quaker school. I think it was in the 1700s. Instituted in 1794. So it would have been the late 1700s, the early 1800s. And they made and stitched and inked these silk globes. And I thought, how fun it would be. Now, these were made into round ones, and they've got a little leather top. And it tells all about them, and they even have a little snippet of a letter that one of the students who made one wrote home to the parents. And I guess once you got your silk one done, if you were really industrious, they gave you the opportunity to make a celestial globe. And I think only 6 of the celestial globes survived. And if I remember right, around 40 of the terrestrial, the earth globes. Interesting. I read this yesterday. And then this issue is all about tiny treasures, small things. I just love this magazine. I should subscribe to it, but it's more fun to have an excuse to go into that store. Piecework magazine. And even if you do not subscribe to this, I would recommend getting their newsletter. Go to, I believe it's www.piecework.com, or just look up Piecework Magazine and they'll give you the website. Go in and subscribe to their newsletter if you're interested, because and even like I think I have an account there, but I haven't ordered anything. But if you have an account, you subscribe to your newsletter, you can get into, they have a wonderful, wonderful library of articles. It's just so fun to read. I really recommend this magazine, and I really recommend this newsletter if you're interested in historical needlework. Very interesting magazine. That goes back out in the other room. I went to the library. I voted on Tuesday, and right across from the courthouse is the library. So I killed 2 birds with one, actually 3 birds with one stone. And I checked out some library books. I didn't bring them in. They're Christmas books. I love to read Christmas stories. Hi, Arlene. Good morning, Arlene. Hi, Jacqueline. Good morning. Karen K is here. Angie's here. Good morning, ladies. It's good to see you. It's so good to see you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So I always go through their free table of magazines because I will be fussy cutting in these. I'm not going to fussy cut in the National Geographics this morning, but oh yeah, there's some fun things to fussy cut. So I'll be doing that. I'm going to put them back out in the where my recliner is. We're going to fussy cut out of these Mary Jane magazines because these are extras for me. And then I got 2 Magnolia magazines and a Christmas magazine of HGTV. And I think this is a faith magazine for those of you who have a faith. It's all about giving thanksgiving to the Lord. So I picked up a stack of magazines. Those will go back out by my chair. We're going to work in these this morning later. Hi, Kitty Jen. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. This book I got from Erin at Erin and the Arendocs. I can't pronounce that word. And I'm going to, I just brought it in to show you that journal that I'm doing for my holiday workbook. I'm going to gut this book. It's a wonderful book but it's a novel. It's by, oh, he's a good author. Sir Walter Scott novel. And this is called The Monastery and the Heart of the Midlothian, something like that. But I'm going to gut this book, except for these wonderful facing pages, and I'm going to make a writing book for a writing journal. I was having my devotions this morning, and it was talking about journaling and how beneficial journaling is for you to get your thoughts down on the paper and that. And so I really need, I really like how that workbook that I showed you that I'm doing for the holiday memories, I love how that turned out. I want to do the same thing with this. So I might be working on this, but I'm going to be concentrating on my other holiday journals. This is kind of I just brought it in to show you. It's a future project. So let's open JL's package. Let's open JL's package. Good morning, ladies. Everybody's getting up. Everybody's getting up. Wake up, Brother John. Morning bells are ringing. Morning bells are ringing. Ding dong dong. Ding dong dong. Ha ha! Wake up! Wake up! I can't show you the other side of this package. It's just her address and stamps. So we're going to open it on this side. It shakes. JL does not participate in the chats. She's mostly in Becky and Lars chats on Thursday and Fridays. And Rebecca, Suzanne's, I think I've seen her in there. I don't get to those chats much anymore, mostly because I fall asleep afterwards. After my streams, I'm kind of tired. Like last night, I couldn't get to sleep. Even after I did that little mini stream, I was awake till almost 2 o'clock in the morning. Finally, I fell asleep, and an alarm went off at 3:30. So let's see what's in here. Popcorn. She sent me a box of popcorn. I'm going to save her address. The rest of it I can throw away. Thank you, JL, in advance. Put that in the trash. Oh, yum. Oh, yum. Act 2, Butter Lovers popcorn. Let's open it up and see what's in it. She taped it up good. I think I'm going to have to cut it, which is okay. Lace. Ooh la la. Ooh, look at this. Oh, is this silk? Oh, that's pretty. I think this is silk. It's either, I'll have to ask her, but it's awfully thin. I think this is a silk piece. Well, you could tell by putting a match to it, to a little bit of it. And if it burns, I think if it burns, it's silk. But if it melts, it's not silk. It's man-made. But it feels like silk, and it's really a pretty piece. And what's in here? Jumbo pins. Jumbo pins. Let's see what these are. I don't want to spill them. I think they are jumbo pins. I can't get it open here. Did you send me some jumbo pins? I don't think it's been opened before. Bobby pins! Oh, bless her heart. I love her. Where did she get these? I'm going to have to ask her. 100 of them. And they're the right size, and they're strong. They're strong ones. Oh, I'm going to ask her where she got them. Donna, number 243, black, 3-inch jumbo pins. I'm going to have to make her some, maybe I'll put some tatting on here and send her some tatted bobby pins back. Wouldn't that be fun to do? Thank you so much, JL. I'll have to send her a note. Oh, there she is. Hi, JL. Hi, Pearl. Oh, my goodness, ladies. Welcome in. Pearl, I have been super busy this week. I didn't get to your sale. Pearl sells on... Oh, wait, there's more in here. Oh, look. JL. Look, there's more. Oh, just about threw that away. It's empty now. JL, this pink piece feels like silk. Is this silk? Do you know? This is just a lovely piece. I even love the feel of it. Let me throw this box away. Welcome in, JL. And there's Pearl. Pearl, this box that I'm showing now, I have another box coming from Pearl. But this box is from Debbie Ham, the big box. I ordered from her, well, it's an ongoing order. I think I started about a month ago, and then I just kept adding things to it. Or, you know, she said, Meri, I have these bags of scraps. Do you want them? I have these bags of I have 3 bags of broken jewelry. Do you want it? I just love this piece. And she sent me some tissue paper with gold dots, and I do have my gold journal out, so these will go in there. And then there's this. Now I don't think this is silk. It could be, but this doesn't feel as soft as the other, but it's beautiful. I love the muted colors. You couldn't sell Tuesday, but you had Liam with you. You're selling today at 1. I don't know if I can make it. I have some online meetings that I'm going to. I'll have to check my calendar. It could be over with by 1. I have to check. It might be at 11. I forget. I have some online meetings today. I also have my grandniece. Her first basketball game is today, so we're going to that. And I read a Facebook message today, and she has made a junior, I think, what do they call it? Junior something. It's kind of like a league of players around the state for the young girls. And she made that team, and her parents are going to be driving her to Lincoln, which is about 100 miles away. That's all. Thank you so much, JL. But we're going to her basketball game late afternoon. So I might be able to peek in for a little bit, Pearl. Thank you so much. I love those bobby pins. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to put these behind me. And now Debbie Ham's box. So at 1 o'clock, Arlene, would you go out to, hi Becky. Arlene, would you go out to Pearl's Finds and grab her link and put it in here? She's going to have a sale at 1 this afternoon. And let me tell you, if you're interested, well, Pearl sells a variety of things. What do you, Pearl, are you still here? What are you planning on selling today? She usually sells lace and linens, but she'll sell whatever she has on hand. If you ask her for what you're looking for, she might have it. I tore the address off already here. You guys, I did do an Amazon order and it came yesterday. And I opened the envelope and it was empty. It was empty. Thank you, Arlene. Hi, Joyce. Welcome in, Joyce. Hi, Cynthia. Welcome in. And I think I saw Becky come on. Becky said if you have a barcode scanner on your phone, you can scan the barcode and find out where you can get them. Oh, thank you, Becky. Becky's so smart. She has all these good hints. That's a good hint, Becky. Thank you so much for that. So, let me move these pens off my desk or I'll spill them for sure. I can't tell you how many times I spill those ink pens. So this order came from Debbie Ham. She sells at Debbie Ham and 3chicks.com. I think they were selling last night. Let me see if I can find them. DEB space. Let's see if that, I might be able to do it better on my phone than here. Oh, here. It's not doing what I wanted to do. Let me get out of this. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. I got 2 hours of sleep last night. All right, gotta come back. I'm out of my world. Let's see if Arlene found it. Debbie Ham and Dutch Ridge will pull it up. There you go, Arlene. Arlene got it. Deb Ham, 3 hens and a chick. Thank you, Arlene. Bless your heart. I just appreciate my mods so much. Thank you, Arlene. I thought that probably by the time I fiddled around here, you would have it. Deb Ham Dutch Ridge will pull it up. There you go. No, Cynthia, I will just need your information to invoice and ship before you shop. Yeah. Deb Ham will mod for Pearl. And let me tell you, these gals run a fair auction. And frequently they have things that everybody wants. And they'll share it out. I do appreciate that. Like somebody will say, I want 10 of these, and another person says, I want 25 of them. And somebody else comes along and says, give me the rest of them. And you're sitting there, I just want one. No, I usually want more than one too, but so they'll just take all the names and share it out with people. I have another package coming from Pearl. Pearl's Finds. Aunt Vic, when are you on the next time? Can you show how, when you are on the next time, can you show how to use that bar thing on your phone? I don't have it, but can find it. Oh, Angie wants to know how to use the barcode search. So the next time you're on, Becky, it might be something you can share with her. Pearl says Lindy is setting up a holiday hop and shop for Thanksgiving weekend. Lots of sellers are bringing goods to their tables. Everyone is welcome. We will hop from channel to channel. Becky says, okay. She's saying okay to Angie, wants to know how to use the barcode. Lindy is it Lindy and Sean? What is Lindy's channel, Pearl? Maybe Arlene can go find it if you tell the name of it. I think it's Lindy and Sean something or other. I'm going to be broke before Christmas. We'll come back to some of these things. These are envelopes, different size envelopes, and looks like a railroad receipt there. Railroad company receipts and little different size envelopes. Junk journaling, and that's probably what this is. And here I go trying to find the beginning. These look like craft envelopes. So let's see what's inside. I don't know. Oh, maybe it opens here. There, you turn the bottom off. Arlene found it. Lindy and Sean. Lindy K and Sean Designs. Arlene dropped the link to it. And she dropped the link to Deb Ham's channel. And did you drop a link to Pearl's channel? Yes, she did. So if you guys are in the market, here's a chance to get some goodies on sale. I tell you, it gets harder and harder to find things retail. These are some more paper sacks that she was selling, different things you can use in your junk journals. And here's some. This is what I'm after, the ledger paper. I'm going to put that maybe in that smaller journal. I'm going to make another small journal just for writing. Keep that out. Here's some more of these railroad receipts. Some more envelopes. Not envelope sacks. She was selling the sacks. I bought them. I bought them. Here's some more railroad receipts. These are fun. These are fun to use in your journaling. And here's, looks like a huge Bible pages, and they are in English, and she was making envelopes out of them. Deuteronomy. Very cool. This would be good for your Christian friends. Maybe for their spiritual art journal, their spiritual journal. Here's some flashcards. I wanted flashcards. I've been using those, been putting those black and white photos on there. And if I remember right, I got some black and white photos from her. I did. 25 of them. Ooh, and they're cool ones too. They're cool ones. Look at these. Oh, let me stand up. It looks like they might be in a bus. Are they in a bus? Isn't that cool? I'm not sure where they are. It looks like they're in some sort of either a gymnasium with the windows or a bus with the overhead or a train or something. Does it have documentation? No. These are cool old photos. Oh. Now this got darkened in there, but that's kind of a, you know, this is authentic, you know, when in the olden days, in the old and golden days, when people were just learning to do photography, you get your thumb in the way. Well, I get my thumb in the way all the time anyway. I just love these photos. These are awesome. Awesome sauce. Wow. Wow. Oh, look at the old car. Oh, I'll have fun with these. Here's a handsome-looking gentleman. That's a postcard. But they would take photos and make postcards out of them. These are just awesome. I love these. I see a story in every photo. I do. Look at this one. Look at this one. Isn't that awesome? And look at this one. Is that mother and daughter, maybe? And a little one sitting in a chair, a wicker chair. Oh, look at her bangs cut straight across. That's how my bangs used to be. Cut straight across the bangs, my mom. And in fact, she would chop my hair off like that in 2nd grade. I had a haircut just like that. Oh, look at these are awesome. Oh, I love these photos. These are just cool. I'm so glad I got these. Oh, wow, Deb. Now, she knows I'm showing this morning, but I think she's probably sleeping. Deb, thank you so much. I love black and white photos, and these will certainly tell a story. I just get so inspired looking at these. Thank you, thank you. I'm going to sit down again. Arlene says, be right back. Angie says it's 63 where she is. My hair used to be like that when I was a cheerleader, Angie says. Hi, Teresa. She says, Teresa says, I have pictures that was my husband's great aunts. They are in black and white. I have no idea what to do with them. Well, let me tell you, if you have an old photo album, I would put them in a photo album, even if you didn't have a place to put them. You know, as far as knowing who they are and everything, I would put them in a photo album just to not lose them. That's just my first thought. Now, this is the bags of lace that they told me that she had. I popped on, and I think I was on Pearls, and she said, Debbie's selling bags of lace. I think they called these scrap bags, but I don't see them as scraps. Look at these. Oh, look at this. That's beautiful. Beautiful laces. Look at this. Oh, Deb. These are just beautiful. And what did she sell this for? $3? $2? It says Meri 2, but I don't know if that's the dollar. I think she was only charging me $2 for these. Oh, and they're well worth $2. Oh, wow. Oh, yummy. Oh, this is beautiful lace. I'm going to have to get out a new teddy bear. And I'm not going to open the other 2 packages, 3, 4 packages, 5 packages. No, 4 packages. Thank you so much, Deb. They're more of this. Here, this isn't lace. This is something else. It says Meri. Oh, it is. It's a. Oh. Is it an envelope? No, it's tied. What is this? Deb likes to make things. Rosy and bright and promising. These are little words, and these are vintage too. These are older. These aren't new. Time between, meantime. Thank you, Deb. Clear, shining, bright. These are awesome. You know, these might go in my Christmas. We'll see. I'm going to hold these out. Put them over here. And then, oh, here's some more lace. This is a blue, dark blue lace. And then, poker chips. I thought it would be so fun to put wax seals on these poker chips. They're poker chips. And I thought, ooh, we could put wax seals on them. Punch a hole in there. So that's what I got those for. And then, broken jewelry, you guys. And the bags are stuffed full. The bags are stuffed full of broken jewelry. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. I think I have, no, well, the one bag is jars buttons, but I think this is, well, those are pearls. I had a jar that I had started broken jewelry, but is this it? Yeah. Let's just open one bag, because I think that's all I can get in here. And I got some, I think I got this from Pearl. I guess I did break it apart. I think I got these from Pearl. So let's open one bag, and all the bags are similar. Because I know my jar won't hold 3 bags. I'm taking the plastic sacks out. I'll put those back in later. I think some of these I haven't broken apart yet. Or did I break these apart and let them? Yeah, these are broken apart now, I guess. I can't remember. I am a happy camper. Happy, happy, happy. She's happy, happy. He's a happy dog, happy dog. Happy, happy, happy. You watch those YouTube shorts. Happy dog. He's a happy, 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 happy dog. And the dog is jumping around. Look at these. Oh, let me stand up. Earrings. Oh, look at that. Can you see the impression? There you go. Ooh, I'm wondering if that'll make a wax seal. Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. The only way you know for sure is to try. See these little bits? Oh, these are awesome, Deb. Awesome sauce. Look at this one. A little pearl heart. Was it this bag I opened? Yes. Isn't that beautiful? It's got a stone missing, but that's okay. That's why it's in the broken jewelry bag. And I'm only going to do one of these bags because they're all similar. I think I'm going to have to go get a teddy bear for my broken jewelry now. A teddy bear cookie jar. Oh. This looks like a necklace of sorts with a leaf on it. It's kind of cool. There's some settings missing, but you could replace those. Probably from what you have in here. Little pearls. Pearl beads. Or pearl look-alike. I doubt that they're real pearl. These are little beads. Yep, I'll be using these. Here's, I think this is an earring. And another one. Oh, that's a clip. Necklace. Oh, these are wonderful. These are just wonderful. There's a little angel. A little angel. So Pearl is selling today. I think she said at 1, and that would be Eastern. And Arlene dropped her channel to both Pearl and Deb and to Lindy. Oops, sorry, I'm standing up, and when I stand up, my head hits the phone. I'm just going to dump these in here if I see something that, because it's just more of the same, more goodies. When I'm out looking, I usually dump them out on the table. Look, she put some little lace in there. I'll dump them out on the table when I'm looking. Look at this big one. That's an earring. Can you imagine wearing that big earring? I can't imagine. Okay, let me put the... So I got 3 bags of those. Thank you so much, Deb. Awesome sauce. I'm going to leave these out. So that was my haul from Deb Ham. Thank you, Deb. And this was not just one sale. This was a couple sales, and she was in Pearls one day, and I bought some things for, I think, of the lace. They told me she was selling bags of lace. So I've got all those. Yay! Thank you so much. I am so excited to get these. And all the beads. So let me set this aside. Flashcards. These photos are just awesome. Just awesome. And excuse me, papers here. I'm giving you guys a ride. I'm going to get this off my desk. Bags and envelopes. I'll be having fun. I'll have to find a place for all of this. And to boot, I went thrifting yesterday, so yep. Meri went thrifting on top of all that. But I also bought from, see if I can get it. Well, let's do the thrift. I bought batting for $1. I find that I'm needing this more and more. This is quilt polyester batting, but for slow stitching. But I also use felt in between. This is $1. I'm going to put that back in my little stash room. And I have fallen in love with tins lately. Maybe I'll start putting my broken jewelry in this tin. This cost me $1. $1 for this huge tin. And there's a little 50-cent one inside of it. These are Christmas. But I like to put my slow stitch stuff in these tins. So I got those at the thrift store. And let me turn around and put this behind me. My brother's going to evict me if I bring home too much more stuff. Here's a blank calendar. These make wonderful journal pages. But it is also blank, and it's teacups. And it's got a place for notes. 24-month magnetic fill-in calendar. And this cost me, well, I don't know what it cost me. $1. Then I got these. And these are, I'm going to look at these because I couldn't see very well what they were. But I'm thinking, I want stuff to put wax seals on and have them sticky on one side, and I'm thinking these might work. because it says net stamp labels. Well, these are labels, but I don't need the label part. I think they'll be big enough. Can't see where the... Oh yeah. See, I'm thinking that I'll cut off the word and then I'll put a wax seal in there. And then I'll have a sticker. I'm going to see how that works. So they're only 50 cents and I think there's 5 sheets in there. So about 10 cents a sheet. That was worth it. I think I'll just stack them all up in one envelope here. I got one. I stapled these together. I wish they wouldn't do that. I'm just going to put them all together in one envelope. 1, 2, I think I got 4 of them. So 4 times 5, I've got 20 sheets for, what, $2? I think that was a deal. 50 cents. I don't know what they would cost retail. I don't buy this stuff retail. I don't buy it retail. I look for it in the thrift stores. And we're going to see how. If it doesn't work with the wax seals, I can use it for journaling. And then I got that calendar. Then, no. I don't know if this is my, is that a note? Yeah. I bought a Thanksgiving. I thought this would be fun for maybe make a little, this is plastic, make a little, you could even make a corn husk doll or stick it in a wreath. It was only 50 cents. I saw it and I bought it. This was pretty. This cost me $1, but it's all hand stitched. It's all hand stitched. And this is an even weave. You can tell this was done. Look, it's got pulled threads on. This was all hand done. I don't know if I want to cut that up. Well, I'll be looking for something similar, and that will be. And I bought these for my pages for my journal. I only bought one. I like the gold trim on the end, but this will make 4 journal pages for my stitching journal. Cost me 50 cents. Only bought one. I usually get this type of thing from Pearl. Then I bought these, and these are going to become heads with this. I think I got these either from Pearl or from Lindy. This was on a sheet. This was trim on a big duvet cover or some sort of a cover. And I washed it, and it washed up real nice. But I'm going to make little dolls. And I needed heads, and I was going to buy little wooden heads, and I priced little wooden heads. I would say it's probably it's a fairly round package, and they wanted like $6 or $7 for it. And this I only paid $1 for. And I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 28, 29, about 30 heads, doll heads. I'm going to make little dolls, probably for a Christmas tree. Put little red ribbon around there. Give them some hands. I'm going to keep that out with my... I'll hang it on my, if it'll stay. But that's, when I saw this, I'm going, oh, doll heads. Let me hang this back up. Yeah, it's gonna, hold on. It's draping like a boa. And I bought some pine cones. Pine cones are pretty expensive nowadays. I got these for $1. Unless you go out in your yard and pick them up. These are cinnamon pine cones. And they smell like cinnamon. I think I got 2 packages of pine cones. Got a... Oh, maybe I didn't. I bought some velvet because I still want to do those prompt cards. And I pulled 5 of them to do a page off those prompt cards, those last prompt cards that I made. And I couldn't find my velvet. Well, here it was. I paid $1 for a roll of velvet. This is thrift store. Buttons, a bag of buttons for, I think I paid $2. I'm not, they're all button cards. Be fun to draw on these, wouldn't it? I think I paid $2 for these, $2. I'm not going to open them. You know what button cards are. I bought a box of staples to put in the big stapler. Some cards here. And I think they're just like flat cards. They're all blank. They said they were made in Germany, a product of Germany. Well, maybe I will open them. If I can find my scissors. I'm curious. Looks like somebody else was curious too. Yeah, they're just flat cards. What did I think I paid 50 cents? They're worth 50 cents. 50 cents. And I bought some embroidery floss, 25 cents a skein. I bought 4 skeins. Wait, where's the other one? It's in here. Skeins. This blue one looks like it's been a little used. They should have charged me only 12 cents. Embroidery floss is becoming expensive. And this is a wooden spool. They charged me 50 cents for it, but I wanted it because it was wooden. Yep, wooden spool. And that's the end of my thrift haul. But my treasure was that, I'm going to keep the beads out. Oh, I can drape them over here. Get over there. Probably turn it and drop it. My treasure was that needle point. That everything, you know, when you buy, you know, things like this, and like this, even the pine cones, this has never been opened. You know, you go to a craft store and you'll pay $4 or $5 for a couple pine cones. And embroidery floss is getting much more expensive. I'm going to keep that out. So I don't be shy about going into thrift stores, because you can increase your stash. And if I increase my stash too much more, my brother is going to evict me. Yes, he is. He'll throw all my stuff out on the sidewalk. No, he wouldn't do that. He's pretty good. He's a pretty good brother. All right. Let's see. Let me put this stuff. I'll have to find a place for all this. I'm just going to put it behind me right now. And what's this? What did I put up here? Oh, this is from the fabric store. This is not thrift. Although it is sale items. I go into their little sale shop, and their fat quarters are usually $3, $3.50, I think, and I paid $1.75. And they're Christmas. They're Christmassy. This one looks like it might be a little fall in here. This one could probably be done for Thanksgiving. And these are Christmas. So I look for sales. This is cute. This is a calendar. It's a 2025 calendar. But it was on sale for $2 in their sale room. And I looked up on the internet to see when the next year the months would go, you know, because next year the days will be off. And there's a site, and I think it's several years from now, 7 or 8 years from now, So what I will probably do, this is a 2024 calendar. Let's see what the other one is. Is it all 2024? No, 2022. See it? Look, I got it for this though. Household stitching machine. And this one is 2023. I got it for the prints. For $2. American Fabric Hangings. Court Street, Boston. And then the 2024 was on the other side here. Stitch in time. But you can use those calendars in your art. You know, they won't go to waste. Put them on my stitch scrolls. Sherman Happy Mail. For $2, it worked for me. And that's where I got that magazine. I go in that store just to get that magazine, but it gives me an excuse to look in their sales. Look at their sales. So there's that. This was an Amazon order. These are Christmas labels I'm going to put in my journal. They're small. They won't be obtrusive. And they're vintage Santa Clauses and vintage little boys and girls. I got 2 packages of those. And then I have a package of charms, jewelry charms, that I want to put in the wax seals. And that's what came in an empty envelope. I got 2 packages, and these were in one package, and I opened the other package, and there was nothing in it. Absolutely nothing in it. So these are going to go out, and this was on sale. This fabric was on sale. It's words, wordplay, and I bought 2 yards of it because it was on sale, and I know I'll use it. Wordplay, noun, especially in puns. So many of the jokes are based on wordplay. Words, especially in puns. So many. So it's text. I don't know if you guys can see it. I can hardly see it in my... But I like this type of fabric, and I'll use and use and use it. And I bought a package of needles that are out in the other room, and then I got some of this Valdante yarn that I want to use for my tatting. This is for tatting. So that was my... I shouldn't have gone in this store haul. I went in to get the magazine. That's my excuse. Oh, another thing I got was parchment paper. This was a Walmart purchase. I probably paid more than I should have for it. Let me open it up. I want it to make a nice journal. Yeah. This will make a nice journal. I want nice journal paper. And I might mix it with that ledger paper. I got several packages of ledger paper running around. So, she said, so, that is that. And then, let me see, hold on. That goes out in the other room too. I got this package from the marketplace, and this is the last thing. This I only paid $3 for, and I'm excited to see what this is, because I think I got a bargain. We'll see. It's hard to tell on their photos. Sometimes I get fooled. And the other things were just okay stuff. She was selling it as craft. Look at this. Look at this lace. Lace. I only paid $3 for all of this. Look at the, I think it's like an eyelet lace. Not eyelet, but a threaded. This is cool. This is nice. This was worth more than $3 right here. I'll fix all that later. And what else is in here? The rest I didn't really look at much. This is some tulle, yellow. It's never been opened. Oh, it looks like she might have cut it in half. Here. Looks like it's been cut in half. Huh. That would be nice on a Thanksgiving fan. And it looks like some papers in here. Some scrapbook papers. Oh, what's in here? Stickers. Punch paper. Punch letters. Punch out letters. Scrapbook paper. It looks like she punched up. This looks like it was done. These are all punch out letters. Alphabets. The whole bag of it is. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. Oh, excuse me. This is cool. All of these. Well, that was worth $3. And, yeah, this whole package is punched out letters. Probably did it on her Cricut machine or whatever. Her little, I don't have one of those machines that cut out. Well, I have one, but it's up in Wisconsin. It's an old Pazos. I don't even think Pazos, if they're in business, I'd be surprised. And it looks like there's some magazines at the bottom here. Let's see what these are. One magazine. And it is Irresistible Winter Gifts to Knit. And I'm not a knitter. But look at these. Hats. I think of Becky and Dickie. And I don't know if Shannon Art Junkie knits. She crochets. Beautiful. I could probably make the hats. I can do basic knitting. Look at the little giraffe and the teddy bear. An elephant. Cable slippers. I might be able to make a pair of slippers. A simple knit and purl I can do. Patchwork jacket. I'm not a knitter. Sampler stitch. But this package was certainly worth. I'm going to have to tell her that I opened it and I'm really happy with everything in here. Especially these. I can use these. Whole stack of punch cut out. And all this lace for $3. My goodness. That's awesome. And the tulle. I'll put that back with my fabric stash. So that, my friends, is my fun haul. If you watched my video last night, you will have seen that needlework stand. And if you read the comments, you'll see where I said, I think that I have some pieces, some old needlework chair pieces that I can make a collage piece with and make a bag out of it. I'm thinking. We'll see. A lot of this stuff I get, but I can't use right away because I've got ongoing projects. These pine cones smell good. All right. Let me come out and look at chat. Those look like punch pad sheets. They probably are, Becky. I have no idea where she got them or what she did. Let me refresh chat. Chat filter, all messages. Let's see. Hi, Mina. Good morning, Mina. Hi, Dar. Welcome in, ladies. Becky says those look like punch pad sheets. Very cool. I can use those, Becky. Angie says, yesterday I got a package in the mail. It was alcohol pads from my insurance company. The box was open, but not the package. So they will still be good or not. I have to have them for my shots. Well, alcohol pads, are they wrapped like in a little foil package? I don't know. Mail sometimes comes a little suspicious sometimes, doesn't it? Rhonda's here. Hi, Rhonda. Good morning, Rhonda. Let's see. Arlene is here. She's saying hi to Mina. Mina's saying hi, Mary. Hi, Mina. Kitty Jen's here. Cute Santas. Arlene says, Angie said, Mary, you and Aunt Bet crack me up with your Goodwill shopping. You haven't been to one, but They only put out what they don't keep for themselves. Yeah, I imagine there's some of that stuff going on. Except for this was not a Goodwill haul. This was a thrift store. It's run by a church organization, and I really like shopping there. It's run by a Catholic church, and the store is clean, and they just reorganized the thing, so it's kind of like going into a whole new craft store. And the ladies are nice, and they're reasonably priced. They don't jack up their prices, you know, like several of those things I showed you only cost me 50 cents. That package where the lace is, though, I got off of Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, Aunt Beck, she just, I'll tell you, she finds yarn. It just floors me. And it's beautiful. Well, I mean, it's nice yarn that she finds. I mean, she finds other things too, but she always finds yarn. Angie says, Arlene, I think I know the one you're talking about. Arlene says, Angie, we used to pass this one and go to the one in Rockwood because it was better than this one. They're talking about Goodwills. Arlene and Angie live in the same general area. Dara saying hello to Becky and Pearl. I'll be getting a box from Pearl a few days from now. Let's see, Dark popped in. Hi, Dar. Angie says, Arlene, I always forget to put my earrings in, and my face is little that I don't look good in big earrings. Arlene says earrings hurt her ears. I don't wear jewelry because I fiddle with it. If I wore rings, I would be going like this. If I wore bracelets, I would be necklaces, I'd be choking myself. Oh. You're going to need a bigger jar, Sister Pearl says. Yeah, I've got these graham cracker jars. I stopped buying them. They sell these at Walmart. They're still for animal crackers, not graham crackers, animal crackers that I put scraps in. These are mostly cut-offs of things and lace and stuff for my slow stitch. And I know I got 3 that I'm using now. And then I've got a couple more that are on the bottom shelf of the baker's rack out in the kitchen. But I stopped buying them, and then I just fill because they sell packages of animal crackers that you can cut open and put in these. But I might have to buy a couple more teddy bears. I'll bring that empty one in there and start putting my broken jewelry in a teddy bear. So what's going on this morning? What am I going to work on? This is Tuesday morning. I got slow stitch that I'm working on, but I didn't bring it out. Maybe I'll just sit here and chat with you guys and fold this parchment paper. And I'm just going to fold it in half. I do want to make, how many sheets are in here? It's ivory, 24 pound, 80 sheets. So 80 times 4 is what, 320? That should fit that big book, but I don't know. I might have to trim it down. I want to make a nice journal. I won't have to trim it down too much, will I? But I can use whatever I trim. I could probably trim it down about an inch. Let's pull out a sheet. Well, let's gut this book. Yeah, just Mary's going to start another project. It'll be something that I see. Look at this. I got this from Erin at Erin in the, you pronounce that Arondax? I always mispronounce that. Let's gut this book. This is a Sir Walter Scott book. And he's an interesting character, Sir Walter Scott. And I had marked places in here I guess I was reading. Hi, Teresa. Did I say hello to you? And Cynthia and Rhonda and Angie. and pearl. Let me go down to the bottom. Like it or not, Teddy, you're going to eat fabric or jewelry. He says, give me animal crackers. Let's see, I think I can leave a couple pages. I don't think I can leave that one. I don't know if I can leave these. Maybe if I tear it here and then tear them out after I get the text block out. Where is that? Right here. And this is, I think I only got one of these from her. Copyright is, I'm looking from copyright here. I don't see a copyright. But you know it's an older book. I love these blank fly pages. New York, A.L. Burt, Sir Walter Scott, The Monastery. I don't see a copyright on it. Angie, I got the knife out. I certainly close your eyes. Close your eyes, Angie girl. I'm trying to get the text block out. And I think I can. She thinks she can. She thinks she can. Might destroy the first couple pages, but I'm going to use the pages for art anyway. I got so many pages to use. Because I tear apart a lot of the books for the covers. That's what I get them for. These might make fun little envelopes, though. Trying to get inside of it. I get inside of it up here. Oh. Is it glued on? It might be glued on to that. I tore it in there. Did I tear it? No, I just tore the... No, I tore the binding. It's glued on. It's glued on here to this. Let's see if I can get this off. I can mend that other. There we go. I can mend it here. Wow. No, I don't want to ruin the... But it's pretty well glued down there. Wow. See, they did it in the same way that other book was bound. You can see the ridges here. And they stitch it together almost Coptic book style. And I bet if I could tear all this off, you'd see more of it. See, more in there. And you can see all the little signatures. There must be close to, there's close to 30 signatures in there. And then they stitch it together. You can feel the stitching. I can feel it. As you go down, you can feel stitching there. I can feel it in here, here. I can feel that stitching all the way down. And then they put glue over that, and they glued it onto, well, they glued it onto this paper. And I'm going to have to heal it in here because it went through. But I'm going to leave this. This is all going to be, it's going to be what it is. And I don't know if I can get, I want to leave those. I'm going to see if I can get in here. If I can get it started. Maybe the best way would be come from the top. And you know what might be fun to do? I'm going to make my own journal pages out of that parchment paper. But it might be fun to find things in here. Like this says, "Good evening, good fair moon. Good evening to thee. I pray thee, dear moon, now show to me the form and the features, the speech and degree of the man that true lover of mine shall be." Talking to the moon about the true lover. But I could put little text blocks in there from this book. That might be fun to do. But what I really want is a journal that I can write down my thoughts. And it's nothing that I really probably will not share. I'm thinking more of a private journal. Because I had some thoughts this morning that I'm not going to share. But I don't want to forget them. You know, it's just things that I was thinking about. Instances where I was trying to decide how I should react. If I should react or how I should react. And I decided not to react. But I want to write down my thoughts. I think I can get this out. Oh, look, it's coming out. Yay! Come on. Beautiful. So I might just go through this and get me an envelope and just cut out things that interest me. Now, I want to get these last few index pages out. And leave the fly pages in there. Beautiful. And yeah, this is beautiful. Exactly what I want. I'll have to heal this, but that won't be hard to do. I kind of went through it just a little up here, but that's okay. This is going to be a fun journal. It's going to be a writing journal. And I really like how that Coptic method is nice and flat. And you can open it up flat. That's what I like about that workbook that I'm working in now. And I'm going to start writing my little stories. And I'll probably write them and maybe share some in shorts. I probably won't do a big live stream every time on them. I might share the final one. We'll see. But that's going to be a holiday project. That's nothing I'm going to finish in one day. Now I'm going to see how my paper well, one of these sizes of this, which would be seven and a fourth. It's such a weird size. It looks like 7 5/8, maybe 7 5/8. I could probably make it 7 1/4, not 5/8, 7 3/8. I could probably just make it 7 1/4 by 4 3/4. Let me write that down. 7 1/4 by 4 3/4. 7 1/4 by 4 3/4. Let me write it down. Seven 1/4. Does anybody out there have a recommendation? You know, those Sharpie pens that you used to buy, they used to sell no bleed Sharpie pens. Would not bleed through. This is a Tombow pen, but it's water-based. I want a permanent pen that does not bleed through, that I can write with, and I prefer to have a fine point, something I can use for journaling. Does anybody have any good recommendations? I want one that has nice dark ink, because I'm going to use it for... All right. So, 7 1/4 and 7 1/4. I don't want 7 1/4. 4 and... What did I say? 4 1/4 would be 8 1/2. So that would be good for 8 1/2 is this way. What is it this way? 7 and what did I say? 7 1/4. So I have to cut off. This is 8 1/2. So I have to cut off about an inch and 3/4. Let's do a sheet and see what I get here. Hold on. Hold the phone, Mary says. Goldie says, hi Goldie. She says, I got a fine Pentel sign pen. It has a flexible tip. Will it soak through the paper though? I want something that I can write in a journal and write on both sides of my paper without it soaking through. And these Sharpie pens are nice. That's a Pen Plus Gear. The Sharpie pens are nice, but you can only write on one side. It soaks through. Arlene says, I'm sure there are others, but Micron is the only one I know. Micron and Fine Pentel Sign. She said she's not sure. She only tested it with the thicker papers. I might try Micron. Hi, Tina. Sharpie makes a water-based marker like a highlighter. I want something I can write with, Tina. I want Sharpie pen. Hi, Dee Dee. Well, the Sharpie pens soak through for me. Are you talking about like these, Dee Dee? They'll soak through. Because that's what I'm using in my... Let me get it out here. I'll show you. I put it behind here. It's way at the bottom. That's what I'm using in this workbook. See, it soaks through. It isn't like that. Oh, there's a different kind. It's a pen I use all the time, even in the Bible. So what do I look for with the Sharpie pen that doesn't? Is there a special? They come in colors too. Sharpie no bleed pen. Is that what I'm looking for? Let me go to Amazon. You get them on Amazon, Dee Dee? Let me type in my password here. Hi, Dee Dee. I missed you, Dee Dee, because I watched Becky yesterday. Becky was sewing a bag, and I wanted to learn how she did those bottom square corners. I thought of you, though, Dee Dee. And then I had to go to town yesterday. Wait, I'm doing 20 things. I'm multitasking here. Typing in my password. Let's see what she says. You get them everywhere? It just says Sharpie pen on it, a pack of 3. Huh. Sharpie, I'm going to put Sharpie no bleed and see what happens. Sharpie, because I used to get them, Dee Dee, and I liked them. Sharpie, no bleed. Markers, pens. That's Mr. Pen. Sharpie permanent markers, ultra fine. Oh, I don't want augmented reality. Get away. Quick drying and... Well, that's what I have, though. 12 count. Marks on most surfaces, ultra fine permanent marker. That looks like what I have right here. Well, I had it. That looks like this. So Posca pens, felt tip, fine tip markers, a pack of 3 there for journaling. It says, I'll bet that's it. Come on, I want Dee Dee to see the packet. Does it look like? Is it a felt tip, Dee Dee? It just says Sharpie pens on it. Arlene says. Oh, I'll bet it's this. Won't bleed. Oh, there it is. It says won't bleed through paper. Fine. Oh, I'm going to order these. Because, well, there's 4 in this package, and it cost me $6, $5.87. I'm going to add that to my cart. We'll try it. I don't need it right away. Thank you, Dee Dee. And everybody else who responded. Not markers. They're called felt tip in Amazon. They're not markers. Okay. It's everywhere. Well, I think those were the ones. I don't think these are markers. I read markers on the other. I think I got the felt tip. Let me go to my cart now and see. Did you hear me tell Dee Dee? See, I ordered these. Pens. Well, it says it shipped. Arrived Saturday. I ordered them and they came. These little brad things, I'm going to put them in wax seals. And I ordered them, and I got the envelope, but there was nothing in it. So I called them, and he was real nice about it. How many do I have in there? 100 pieces. That's enough. Now, so it says it shipped. It left the shipper facility. It was so funny. I opened it. I said, there's nothing in this envelope. It doesn't look like there's anything in here. And I opened it, and sure enough, there wasn't anything in it. Let's go to my other, I need to go to my cart here. It says felt tip pens. They're not markers. They're journal pens. Oh, that's it? That's it? Oh, you sent me a pic. Okay. All right. Let's see what, she sent me a pic. Let's see. Yeah, see? Same thing. Yay. Thank you, Dee Dee. Oh, I'm a happy camper now. I'm a happy dog. I'm a happy, 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 happy dog. I just love that. I've been watching too many YouTube videos. I'm a happy dog. I love to watch those dog grooming videos. I love to watch them, the poor little ones. She was grooming her Chow Chow. Was it Chow Chow? No, Pomeranian. A little thing. And he was shaky, and she called him a shaking leaf. And oh, he was so cute. I was watching that last night. I love to watch the dog grooming videos. I don't have dogs. I don't have pets, but I sure do enjoy those. I'm going to see if I can cut this down to 7 1/4 by 4 1/4. Well, 4 1/4 I won't have to cut down, I don't think. 7 1/4. Whoops. I need to open that up. 7, and of course it's right here where the mark is. There's a half. So it'd be right in there, I suppose. There's 7 1/8, right there where the bend is. Right, I suppose right there. Right here. I hate it when they do that. Let's make it 7 and, let's make it, well, it's 7 what did I say, 3/8. Let's make it 7 let's make it 7 3/8. We'll see how that works. I don't like when it falls right there where the little bend is. And of course I can use this for I don't throw this stuff away. And let's see, by 4 1/4, so 4 1/4 and 4 1/4 is 8 1/2. Oh, I should have cut it the other way. Well, we'll do this one and 8 1/2. I should have cut this the other way. I gotta make sure. Yeah. It just didn't look right. So I'll have, does that look right? Probably could make that a little bigger paper. Oh yeah, much bigger. So 7 1/4, I could, oh, I made it 7 1/4. I could make it bigger than that. I must have measured wrong with my silver ruler. No, it's 7 3/4. I wrote it down wrong. It's 7 and not 3/4. It's 7 1/2. But that still doesn't seem right. Well, that's right. It's this way. It's this way that's wrong, but I cut it wrong. Let's see. Another sheet of paper here. Where's my paper? Oh dear, what did I do with my box of paper? I'll set it over here. Wait, I think this should work in half. Yeah, I cut it wrong. Oh, jeez, Mary. So if I fold it this way, like this, and cut it at 7 and cut it at 5, 10, cut it at 10. We'll see what happens. Am I cutting it right? This is 8 1/2. Oh, I folded it this way. That's what I did. I want to fold it this way and cut this at. Mary has to figure this out. Forgive my slowness. 7 and I'm going to cut it at 7 1/2. Seven and a half. I thought that's what I cut that at. Maybe I folded it wrong. Am I doing this right? We'll cut it and find out. And then fold it. Yeah, this is right. I'm excited to get those markers now, Dee Dee, because I've been wanting something that won't soak through. So if those work, I may not have to do all those little extra pages. Well, I will for the one that for the pretty papers that I'm doing for my holiday journal. But for the writing papers for my Christmas journal, I probably will not have to, if it doesn't soak through. That's what I want. Oh, I'm going to have to cut it a little more. Oh, dear me. Mary's, I think I'm right lengthwise. No, I need to cut it. I cut it at 7 1/2. And it looks like it needs to be cut at just a teeny bit more. Although this would probably fit. Well, no, it's going to stick out. Not too bad though. Oh, Mary. See, I cut this at 7.5. And I need to cut it at 7 and... Yeah, see, I hate that. This was a half. And that's what I cut this at. So, yeah, I'm going to have to cut it. Let's cut it at that mark. Let's see what happens. This page is still good. I'm just trimming it down a little. All these 8ths and 16ths and everything. And I'm looking at the length here. I'm looking at the length, not the width. That should work. That should work fine. Now the width, I don't think I cut down. I just folded it in half. And I need it to be... Shoo. I measured it. I said 4 3/4. But let's just cut it down. I'm going to have to cut it this way. Now I got that page. I'm just going to measure it this way. Sometimes I do things by sight better than actually trying to figure things out arithmetic-wise. Right in there, which is right here. Here's my... So I'm going to cut it. That's at 4 3/4. Well, I'm cutting both sides of it. So now let me measure. That's pretty good. So now I'm going to cut it right at that little thing. I hate that part of these trimmers where you can't tell the measurement in there. It's there, but, and I suppose it's accurate, but who knows. Now, so this is, we're going to put it at the one over here. 8 and 8.5. 8.5 by, let's cross this out. 8 1/2. 8.5. Folded in half. Should be 4 1/4. That's not 4 1/4. That's 4 3/4. Do I have 8.5 there? Meri hates arithmetic when she's working on it. Well, I put it there. I cut it here. I don't think you count that. I think you, let's count it from here. So there's, I'm going to measure it. I hate it. I hate using this as a measurement. Where's my ruler again? Had it in my hands. Becky said in her stream, and I was saying how Becky helps me figure things out, she and Allie Kay, and she says, and sometimes we help her find things on her desk. Let me measure this by the ruler. This now is 9. Yeah, see, I needed to measure it from there. It's 9.5. 9.5, not 8.5. 9.5. And it's folded in halves. And by, let's measure this way. 4 and 3/4. 4 3/4. And let's see if I can, this one, if I turn it the other way, it won't, I'll just save that for notes or something. So let me try it again. See if I can get my head on straight here. You guys are probably getting bored. This is how it goes. I had my watercolor out drying. Over here. Let's take another sheet. I've really only ruined, or just not destroyed, one unusable, but I'll use that. And I got to heal this before I tear it apart completely. So I wrote down 8.5 this way. By 4 3/4. 9.5. See, that's not 8.5. All right, 9.5. We're going to cut this at 9.5. Meri will get it. Just give her time. 9.5 this way. The length, long side, short side. But that short side is this side here. I'm calling this the long side and this the short side. And it's really not 4 3/4. The short side is, because the 4 3/4 is what I get here. So, short side is, this is the one where it goes to the, I'm going to that mark. I think that's 7 3/8. 7 3/8. I hate the eighths, but I'm going to do it. 7 3/8. Is that the 9.5? Or is this the 9.5? Oh, did I cut that wrong? Did I cut it at 8.5? No, I cut it at 9.5. Bye. Meri will get it here. Once she figures it out, she'll get it. I need to cut this at 7 3/8. And then fold this in half. This way. And that should match this. And it does. So let me write that down. Short side is 7 3/8. And I think what I'm going to do is cut all the 9.5s first, and then come back and cut all the short sides. So here we go. Hold the phone. Should I tip my camera? No, you can see pretty good. All right. Tina says, Meri, I just ordered the 2-pack. You reminded me that my black markers are getting really dried out. Thanks for the reminders. Well, see, I got these. Where'd I put them? Oh, I didn't show you this. I bought a cheese grater to grate my cheese, not my cheese. I bought a cheese grater at Dollar General to grade my wax with. I'm going to try that. Steve suggested it. I thought that might be a good thing. I bought a box of Sharpies at Walmart. but I'm kind of wary. I've never seen them sold in boxes at Walmart. Where did I put them? Are these them? Well, I bought a box of the Pen Plus Gears, but I also bought a box of Sharpies. I got some extra YouTube money this month, so I was able to buy extra stuff. Generally, I can't buy this much stuff that I've been buying, but I've been stocking up. I like these Pen Plus Gears for arting, but I have a box similar to this of those Sharpie markers, but they soak through. But I'll use those. I like to use those to draw with. Let me tip my camera just a teensy bit. Hi, Brenda. Welcome in. Bye, Arlene. Have a great day. What time is it? It's 7:30. I go until 9. Now, I was cutting at 9.5, right? So I'm going to go through and cut all my long sides, and then I'll come through and cut all the short sides. And we're going to use these in this journal that I'm going to be making. I don't know what I have here. Here's my Sharpie pen. I've also found if I don't put the caps on these Sharpies, that they can dry out pretty fast. And I kind of think the ones I got at Walmart are, I don't feel like they're last this long. I don't know, because I sketch and draw with them. And so who knows how much ink I use, you know, because I'm shading in and all of that. Okay, I guess this box is going to be in my way. I guess I'll have to move it. Let's get the paper out. All right. Mary's stacking things up over there on her cart. It's a wonder. 9.5. I'm doing all the short sides first. I should put it in the lid while I cut. Here. Hold on. I'll put these in the lid. So I get them off my desk. Alrighty. Welcome in. This is Thursday. So is it Paint Girly on today? Paint Girly? Is that right? Yeah, I think so. It's what I wrote down, 9.5. I'm using what I wrote down. 9.5 by 7 3/4. 3/8, not 4th. I better make that look like an 8. My writing fools me sometimes. Looks like a 4. 3/8. My 5s look like 3s. That's fooled me before. And she says, Mary and all, I'm on my way to the store. I have to go. Bye, Benji. Have a good day. Have a good day. 9.5. Let's get this stuff out of my way. Is that flat? See, I just get too much on my desk. Too much stuff. Buttons and... Look, I got a little smiley from Dee Dee. A little XO, and I put it up here on my lamp. The little smileys. 9.5. Dar says, bye, Angie. Goldie says, guess I'll try to sleep again. See everybody again. All right, Goldie. Have a great, sweet dreams. I'm just cutting paper this morning. I should be doing a lot of other things, but it'll all get done eventually. I do want to make another journal, though. And I want this one to be a nice one. You know, one of those $500 journals that you can't afford from the professionals. And I want it to write in. I want it to write my thoughts and things I don't want to forget. Things that, like what I was thinking this morning, how I was going to handle a certain situation. And those are the things you need to pray about. So my grandniece has a basketball game, and she's all excited. She's going to be playing for a team in Lincoln, which is about 100 miles away, but they're going to be playing in, I think she said, in Iowa and Omaha and Lincoln and all over the place. So I just hope she keeps her studies up. I hope she keeps her studies up. She's got a basketball game this afternoon. But I'm not going to tell her what to do. I'll just be the aunt sitting on the bleachers, watching them, cheering for her. When we went to the VA, my brother had a VA checkup. He gets an annual checkup at the veterans. And we were sitting in the waiting room waiting for the doctor, and we heard these two men talking, and they happened to be from the same town where my brother and I went to high school. I grew up there. I went through freshman year, from grade school on to freshman year, and they closed the school after my freshman year, and because it was so small. And but this man was a veteran, and he was older than my brother, and he was in the Air Force. He was an Air Force veteran. And well, we had a nice visit. And of course, the town itself, when they closed the school, the town just kind of died. It's so sad to see that happen. But he kind of remembers it like we did, like my brother and I, and we were shooting the breeze, old memories. My sister might have known him, but I think he was older than my sister. I think he was 4 or 5 years older than my brother. My sister is 2 years older than my brother. My brother's 4 years older than me. So he wouldn't have known me. He was graduated and joined the service. I should fold one of these and make sure I'm still at the half, or I'll just hold the page up here and make sure it looks right. It does. It looks right. It looks like I'm on track. Just takes me a little bit to get with it. A little bit of arithmetic. I do okay if I can just work at it. I'm not a math whiz, but all right, now I need more paper here. I think there were 80 sheets. I only flubbed up one. I might put some ledger paper in here. I want this to be one of those cool journals. Like I said, one of those $500 journals. Oh, she's laughing. I just want it to be a nice journal. A nice writing journal. And I jammed my printer, and I haven't had time to unjam it. I don't know if I can get it unjammed. I have to take my phone in to there's a place up in the same town where my brother goes to the VA, and it's called I think they're nationwide. You break it, I fix it. And they're going to fix my phone for me. But I'm thinking if I can't get that printer unjammed, that they might be able to. Gotta put my... So that's on my agenda, but not till I get my next check. But my brother has another VA appointment later this month, so it'll probably be toward the end of November. But I can't do much. I can't print off my tatting patterns. I miss my printer. And Dee Dee, are you still out there? I don't know if she's still there. But Dee Dee, if you're out there listening, I have to tell you how I was complaining that that little 1-inch square, and you know, it's on the front of the printer that way, and I have to tip the whole printer to read it. Well, I was trying to get the printer unjammed, and I figured out, here's the printer, here's the part where the little 1-inch, still a 1-inch square, but it lifts up. It flaps open that way so you can read it. I'm going, oh, is that how it works? So at least it's still a 1-inch square, but at least I don't have to tip my printer to read this stupid thing. But now I just need to get it, and now I need to get the paper jam out of it. I jammed my paper up in it. It's too early for arithmetic, Brenda says. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Let me refresh my messages. Chat filter. I have to go top messages and then back to all messages. Brenda says, Mary, even as the mom, I just sat on the bleachers and watched my girls march and perform in winter guard. We had about 150-mile radius we traveled in. They did their thing on the field and kept their grades up. Well, that's good. Yeah, I have a feeling that her mom and dad are going to be a lot of traveling because, you know, she has her learner's permit, but she's not old enough to drive by herself. Am I doing that right? Did I do that right? Yeah, I think I did. 9.5. And I just hope they're safe. Because, you know, they won't do like me. I'll take the old country highways. I don't like driving on that interstate with all those truckers and, you know, winter's coming on. They do have good cars. They have good vehicles. I mean, it isn't like they're driving jalopies or anything, but I still worry. My nephew, her dad, my nephew used to work out of the town where they live, and he used to have to drive about, 30, 40 miles to work, and early in the morning, and he'd take that interstate, and it's along the river. North Platte River runs along the interstate, and it gets foggy in this time of year, and I worried the whole time. I worry about them. But, you know, that's what I'm supposed to do, is worry about them. You just sat on the bleachers and watched your girls march. Well, I imagine they'll have some, I don't know if those games, any of those games will be local, but she's playing it. The season that I don't think starts till in the spring. I'm not sure when it starts, but she's doing a basketball game this afternoon, and we get to go to that. And because we're seniors, we're I'm not her grandma, I'm a great aunt. Her grandpa, we're senior, so they let us in free. They charge everybody else admission. Well, they probably let the kids in free. But she's pretty good at volleyball, and basketball, she's better at guarding because she's tall. And when they do their, you know, when they run down to the other team, gets the ball and runs down to their side, she'll get right under that net to catch it if it doesn't make it. Did I see Dar is here, Goldie is here, or Goldie, Arlene left. Tina's here. Christine, hi Christine. Christine G, welcome in. Have I seen you in here before? Christine, I have Stephanie G, but I don't know if I've met you before, Christine. Welcome in. Dar is here. Christine says, hey everyone. I appreciate it when you guys welcome each other, because I get focused on what I'm doing. So thank you for, especially you regulars, thank you for welcoming the new people in. Make them feel at home, make them feel comfortable. Thank you for doing that. So I think in that journal that I have for that workbook, I think I used 50, maybe 60 sheets, and there's 80 sheets here, minus one that I goofed up on. I'm just about goofing there. I'm going to watch what I'm doing. So 80 times 4 is, what did I say, 320 pages. That'll make a nice journal. And then I'll probably cut some ledger papers. I'll have to go through my papers and see what I have. Then I'm just doing this because I can chat with you guys. Becky says, I'm still here. I'm just sewing my plaids together, creating a fabric to make overalls out of. Oh, how cool is that? I just about bought some corduroy fabric. But then I thought, well, I don't know, because I don't sew clothes like Becky does. Becky's a sewer. You should see that teddy bear that she made. It's a wonderful teddy bear, Becky. Slow stitch teddy bear. She and Anlar. Was anybody else making it? I didn't follow that project. It was, you know me, I've got 10 million projects going. And here I am, cutting pages for another journal, because I want to sit and chat with you guys. Pearl says she's here. She's tearing up a sheet she found while cleaning. Well, that's cool, Pearl. Pearl is selling this afternoon. Let me go grab her channel. Arlene put it in earlier, but let me go grab Pearl's channel. Go to channel. Share. Copy link. Come back. I think her sale is at 1 Eastern. I have a meeting, an online meeting, Pearl, and I don't know what time. Hold on. I can't talk and think at the same time. I'm just going to put Pearl's finds in caps. Of course, I'm typing. There we go. Pearl's is, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Pearl, I'll get it. Paste. Send. There we go. There's Pearl's channel. Let's make sure I got it. Yep, there we are. Pop-up sale at 4 p.m. Eastern 8 months ago. Let's go to her live streams. Upcoming sale. Super duper sale. Thursday, 11/7 at 1 p.m. So that's today at 1 p.m. Eastern. This tablet gives me the, come on. There's the link to the sale. I'll be back, Pearl. I'm kind of at the, I kind of at the end of my budget. I get paid in the middle of the month, so the middle of the month is coming up. So I'll be back, she said. I'll be back. And then Pearl said that Lindy and Sean, I'm not going to try to go get their channel links. They're putting together a sale hop over Thanksgiving. I'm going to be broke. I had a little extra to spend this month because I didn't get paid for a couple months on YouTube, so I got a little bit larger check than what I'm used to from YouTube. And let me tell you, I've been having fun. I've been having fun, but I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it. And then this week I have to watch it. I have to be careful. I check my bank balance every day because all these places take money out of my account to pay my bills, my insurance. I think all my October bills are paid, except for one, and it's not a huge one. But I still have a week to go. I still have a week to go, so I don't want to overdraw my account. I live month to month. I don't know what I'd do if I couldn't stay with my brother. I'd be having to seriously cut down on things. All right, let me get more out here. Let me straighten these up. And I still have to cut them the other way, but I'm cutting one length because then I don't have to think back and forth. Then I don't have to think back and forth. If I cut one direction, a whole thing one direction, I can come back and cut it another direction. I still got pages to go. I'm probably about halfway through. Is this a page? I think so. And then I have all these cutoffs. And I use these. You can actually put your wax seals on these too. Put them on a piece of sticker paper. Or you can make inchies. I like to use my watercolor paper for, like I did these little clothespin. I like to use watercolor paper for this. For these type of things. But these, I don't throw these things away. They go over here in my little slot over on my computer desk. You totally understand because that's how you get paid too? Yeah. Well, I bank at Wells Fargo, and they have what they call a early payday. If they know that you're getting a consistent, and I get the retirement, I'm on full retirement. And if they know that that's coming in, they give you an early payday, which is nice. And I banked with them for years and years. I started out with them, 1980, up around in there. And, you know, they're a bank. They've had their issues too, but what bank hasn't? 9.5. Brenda says, I haven't touched my bear in over a week. Oh, you're making the bear too, Brenda? He's sitting in pieces in a tub. You better get that bear out of that tub and put him together. I did not do that project. It looked interesting. It looked fun. But I just, you know, I get so inspired with too many things. You just ask Dee Dee. There's so many things I want to do. And I've been having fun doing these journals lately. And I'm working in my stitch journal. 9.5. And she's done this week's page. She did, she's doing some Kanta hand stitches. She did a sampler, and I've started that. But of course, I was gone Monday. I was doing something on Tuesday. Yesterday I was gone. Oh, Tuesday I went to the library and voted. I voted at the courthouse and went to the library. That took me all afternoon. I'm slow. I enjoy our library. And I checked out some Christmas books. And then I'm reading a two-part novel sequence, 2 books, by Francine Rivers. And so I had to get the second book of that. And I got a couple of small I like to read Christmas novels. I like to get in the spirit. I was singing Christmas carols yesterday on my way to town. And I thought, man, I can't remember all the words to Silent Night. I'm going to have to look it up, sing along with it a couple times, refresh my memory. Please don't call the bear my project, as it was started by Dale at Erndale. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I call it your project because you're the one I see doing it. Yes, Becky is following Dale at Erndale's. Well, you're doing a beautiful job, Becky. Your bear is so sweet. I won't call it your bear anymore. I won't call it, well, I'll call it your bear, but I won't call it your project. How is that? It isn't it's your bag, though. Can I call your bag your project? I've already got in trouble for showing my finish. No. No. Well, that's poo. That's poo. You would think that shout outs and showing stuff off would be appreciated. It's not Becky's project. No. See, you just never know with people. You never know with people. You think you're doing something good. You have good intentions. Becky has a good heart. And then somebody comes along and beats up on her for showing off her bear. That's poo. That's a bunch of poo. Dar says it's your bear, Becky, so you can show it whenever you want, anytime. Sheesh. I agree. And it would seem to me like shout-outs and show-offs would draw more attention to the project, would draw more attention to the creator. I don't know. It isn't like you claimed it was yours. I mean, your project. You every time I watched your videos on it, you mentioned who created it. You never claimed it to be yours. Becky wouldn't do that. Becky wouldn't do that. Your bear is unique and beautiful. It really is. It really is. We love you, Becky. And her bag, I so enjoyed watching her video yesterday morning. Her bag, she did a slow stitch bag. I think it was slow stitch, and she also painted on that fabric. But and she was showing how to put the zipper in. See, that's stuff I need to learn. I put my sewing machine away because it was out on the kitchen counter, and my brother was getting tired of it being there. So I surprised him one day when he went fishing. I put the sewing machine away, and he'd probably have my head if I got it out again. But I wanted to know how to do those square corners at the bottom. I got a bag already cut out, a painted bag that I did with Becky a couple years ago. And I got the corners, I think, right, but I never understood how to put that bag together. And I was watching her yesterday put the bag together. Cynthia says she loves the bear. Aw. Hi, Belinda. Belinda, I have your seals here. I think I owe you some seals. I haven't mailed stuff. I've been pretty busy this week. I'll get my mailing done. May not go out. It may not go out today. I've got a full afternoon and an evening, but it'll get done. Oh, she says, no worries. That's what I ordered those charms for, was to put, I want to put them in wax seals, embed them. I've been watching Be Good's lettering on Instagram, and Brenda A shared with me. And did I call you Brenda or Belinda? It's Belinda. But Brenda shared with me Be Good's YouTube channel, and I didn't realize she had a YouTube channel. And I'm loving what she's doing for the... I'm loving what she's doing. I just remembered I wanted to pin Pearl's channel. Did I pin it? There we go. That's Pearl's channel. Pearl's having a sale today at 1 p.m. And if I can make it, I'll drop in for a little while. I don't know. I gotta check and see when my meeting is. I'm just about done cutting the long side. Then we gotta go back and cut the short side. This is the kind of boring part of it all, but I want to make a nice journal. And who was it? Was it Rebecca? I think it was Rebecca that was selling wax thread, and I picked it up the other day and go, oh, I'll use that to do my nice journal with. I think I got 3, maybe 4 packages of it. Oh, I lost my chat. Where'd you guys go? Oh, I went to Pearl's channel. I got off my channel. Come on, come back into my channel. There you are. Hi, Jacqueline. Jacqueline says, I thank you all for ordering. Jacqueline says, I'm having another live sale Friday at 4 p.m. Remind me tomorrow, Jacqueline, and I will pin your message too. I wish I could pin more than one message. I suppose I could if I took time and combined the links, but tomorrow at 4 p.m., Jacqueline is having a sale. And Jacqueline, after I get done cutting paper here, I will show the beautiful paper, beautiful Christmas paper that I'm doing for my Holiday Memories journal. And I think I have 8 memories to remember. After I got to 80, 100 lifetime holiday memories is what I'm trying to do. Not in this journal, but in my workbook area for the other journal. And I've been making a list of things, holiday memories in my lifetime, and I want to write them down. Well, I got to around 80 and I'm going, ooh, this is getting hard. I would challenge you guys to write down some of your memories. They don't have to be holiday ones, but write them down so you don't forget them. I've got other memories that are not holiday. I could probably do 500 lifetime memories because I've lived a lifetime. But holiday ones. I got to 80 and I'm going, oh, I think I need 8 more now. I think I'm up to like 92. Yeah, I'll be streaming tomorrow morning. Remind me, Jacqueline, and I'll pin your sale. Jacqueline says, I can't wait to get brewing more dye, going with periwinkle and blue and lavender for winter. Oh, wow. When are you going to do that? When are you going to do that? That sounds like lovely paper. I want to do an eco dye, and I should get that out and check and see how moist it is. And it was supposed to come this week, but she sent me an email. I ordered from Yarn Tree, and she sent me a message and saying, I thought I had enough on hand, but I'm going to have to order more. It won't come till next week. Do you want to cancel or do you want to wait? And I told her I wanted to wait, but I sure hope it comes next week. Because I want to do that eco dyeing that with this aluminum lactate that K3N used. I want to experiment with that as a mordant. And she, K3N is Catherine Chambers. And she said, she told me, if you get your leaves, because there's beautiful maple leaves now. And I went out and gathered some. And I did a segment here on YouTube in one of my streams where I moistened that. She said, if you put them between paper and keep them moist, they should retain, you should be able to use them for a long time, is what she said. And I just want to keep them until my mordant, my aluminum lactate comes. But I'm hoping this isn't going to be a huge weight. All right, now I need to cut the other way. Let me put these. I guess I'm going to have to find me an envelope for these because it's getting pretty full over there. Let me look and see what's going on here. Probably later this weekend. I'll remind you. Okay. Hi, Lori. Good morning, Lori. Where are you doing that sale? Is it on Lori's channel? You sold on Lori's channel, didn't you, Jacqueline, last Friday? Or are you selling on your own channel? Where's your sale going to be at? That periwinkle for winter, that sounds like a lovely project. Lovely crafting lodge. Sounds like a lovely project. Lori Pink Girly says, good morning, Mary. Good morning, chat. Okay, let's see. I got to cut all of these the other way. And I need to get my head on here. Because, so I need to cut them this way at 7 and right here, I believe. Is that looks right. We'll make sure, because it's one little mark under that. I think it's 7 3/8. Let me get a drink of water. I made coffee this morning. I think I'm going to have to buy me another K-cup filter for my coffee maker. I notice when I put in the K-cups that I buy, it works just fine. But when I use that, and it just started happening when I used the little filter thing. You know, you can buy the little filters and put in, it's a K-cup. But recently, I've been putting coffee in there and putting it in the Keurig. It's just a 1 cup. You can make, 4, 8, and 12 ounces of drink. But what I've noticed been happening, right at the latch, the filter goes in the hole there, and then you pull the lid down. Well, just recently, right here where the little handle sticks out, it's been leaking water. and it's hot water. And while it's making the coffee, it leaks out water. And it doesn't do that for the regular K-cups, the ones you buy. But I've been using coffee. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to buy me another coffee filter. Let's see. See if I have my head on straight here. I got to see if this is the right width. Yes, it is. But I'm not going to fold them now. I'm going to put them up here. So I think just this way, right? Because I fold it this way, so I cut it this way. So I think they're facing the right way. Right? Let me make sure. Yeah. So 7 3/8, I think this is. At least I can see the mark. So I'm going to have plenty of this left. We're going to play with some wax seals tomorrow. Or hopefully. Hi, Lori. Oh, she said hi, Mary. I already said hi to her. Hi, Lori. Lori, what are you doing on your channel? What's your current project going on in your world? And that goes for everybody. What are you guys working on? I know Jacqueline is gonna die. D-Y-E. Jacqueline, you're not gonna D-I-E, you're gonna D-Y-E. Jacqueline's gonna die. Oh no, how do you know, Mary? She told me. Oh no. Oh. Jacqueline, don't you dare die. We would miss you to no end. 7 N. What was I doing here? I was doing it here. I'm just cutting pages this morning. This is kind of slow, easy work, but it's kind of meditative in its own way. It's not doodling, but it's just kind of meditative to sit here and get things ready for your next journal. I should be going through that box of I still have a full box over there of things to make junk journals out of. Dar says, hi, Mary. Oh, no, she's laughing at me. Jacqueline, don't die. We would miss you terrible. We would miss you terrible. I need to sort out the path to my craft room door again. I had it all sorted out twice, and seems to be a blank spot where I can put things. I need to get in here and work, but I've just been so cotton picking busy with other stuff that I just keep bringing stuff in here. I'm trying to keep it out of the living area so my brother can enjoy his house somewhat. I'm thinking I've got to vacuum and dust in the other room, and it won't be long and we'll be dragging that Christmas tree down. Should be working on Christmas dolls. Here I am, cutting paper for another journal. Jen says, yes, Mary, what happened to those Christmas dolls you were making? I made one, and I got the other two, the fabric put on them, but I don't have them decorated. But we should be working on the third set by now. I don't think I'll get that many Christmas dolls done this year. Yeah, I think I can do more than I actually can do. That's my problem. I think I can do it more than what I said, oh, I can do that. I'll do this. I'll do that. Did I cut that right? I think I'm cutting them right. Yeah, I am. Just checking. I get to yakking here and I go, oh, I hope I'm not messing up here, but I'm done. I'm on the right track. But I want to write in my, oh, go through your box of stuff online. I'd love to see. Are you talking to me? What box of stuff do you want to see? I've got several stuffs. I went through, you were here earlier, weren't you, when I went through what Debbie sent me? I just got boxes, not just box. It's boxes with the ES on the end of it. We still have time for Christmas dolls. Thank you, Jen. Well, we made a list. I was going to do one type of doll every week, and I think we're on the 3rd week, and I'm still on the 2nd doll. The 2nd doll of the 1st week. I was going to do 3 dolls a week. Brenda says, when I'm finished sorting and organizing my craft stuff, I got the wise idea to clear out my daughter's bedroom. It has become a storage unit. Now it's exploded all over. We just got cleaned up. All the boxes. All the boxes online? Oh, my Lord. Oh, are you talking about the box of I think Jen is talking about the box that I have over there of papers, junk journal pages. Yeah. I've made, what, at least, I know I've made 2 journals, 2 small journals, and I started have signatures for another one, and then I got off into these Christmas journals. I'll be doing journals for the rest of my life out of that one box, I think. And then I've got all those kit boxes. I got those, and I cleaned out one of those. They had a little white, when I was following Johnny at Junk Journal Shop, she was selling those studio boxes. And I said, those are cool. I can make my own. And so I ordered some, and I just put in things that I had around here. And now I've got 20 of them sitting in there waiting to be used. I'll get them out. I'll just keep working. And the thing of it is, I keep going to thrift stores and buying stuff, cool stuff. And papers. Of course, this isn't thrift store paper. This is nice paper. This is a parchment paper. I think they called it parchment paper. And I'm going to make a $500 journal here. I want one of those journals that sell for $500. So I'm going to have to make one of my own because I can't afford a $500 journal. I'm exaggerating that. And some of those journals, and they're worth it. I mean, they're beautiful work. And, you know, the things in there are original. They're not photocopied, and they're beautiful. But I'm going to have to make one. I got to pay my bills. And every month, they dig into my retirement pay, just like everybody else. But at least, thank God I have it. And I do thank God for it. Of course, I had to work for it. Retirement pay is not an entitlement. It's they took it from me. They're just giving it back. That's my attitude. You took it from me when I was younger. I'm just getting it back now, which is the whole concept of it. And to tell the truth, if I didn't have that, I'd probably have to get a job. And if something happens to my brother, I'll probably have to get a part-time job just to pay the rent. I couldn't stay in this house by myself. It's too much house for me to take care of. I love the house. I mean, I love it's kind of like a little bungalow type cottage style house. I like the house, but I don't think I could maintain it. I don't think I could keep it up. I could keep the floors swept and the dishes done and that type of thing, but if we had a windstorm or a hailstorm and roof damage, and of course you have insurance, but that never really covers everything. Tornado come through. You know, I just don't think I could deal with a house. Maybe if I were 30 years younger, of course he would be 30 years younger too, and probably married, and I wouldn't have a place to stay anyway. So I'm anticipating another move in my life if something happens to him. I'll probably get a little apartment around here someplace. Probably have to put my stuff in storage. I'm just chattering away. Jen says, Brenda says, I'm sitting here looking at what I have left to sort and get rid of. I can't get rid of anything. Some stuff I can, but most of the stuff I work too hard to get. And a lot of this stuff has memories for me. The blade fell out of here. Let me put it back in. Here's the spot. Come on, get back in there. There you go. I don't know. I buy stuff that, just like these staples, stuff I can use. These papers at wonderful needlepoint that I think I'm going to collage with. I had some out the other day when I was sorting out in my, not really sorting, looking through stuff in my stash closet over there. And I ran across some needlepoint chair covers that I'd gotten a couple years ago. And I looked at them and thought, what am I ever going to do with them? But they might make nice collage with this unfinished one. And if I used some slow stitch techniques on there, I don't think I could sit and needlepoint the rest of it. It's a big, huge circle. And I could probably make a nice bag out of them. I could probably make a nice bag. But that's not going to happen till after Christmas. I might take it off of the stand. I don't know. We'll see. Brenda says, let's see, Becky said, I have to get rid of more before the floor work begins. Are you getting rid of stuff, Becky? Or are you just putting it away? Becky's having to, they're redoing the floor in the rooms where she's working, so she's having to move all of her craft stuff around. In a way, I've moved around a lot in my life. Not so much in the last 10 years or so, but when I was younger, I moved a lot. And when you have to move a lot, you don't tend to, I have stuff, but you don't tend to pile up stuff. Like I have stuff that I carried with me, like I have quilts that belong to my mom and stuff like that I won't get rid of. And I still have that stuff. Some things that mean a lot to me. And, but there's a lot of stuff like books and things you get at the thrift store, stuff like that. When you move around a lot, you don't tend to keep that stuff around, when you have to move. But now that I'm not moving a lot, I tend to want to keep it. Becky said, not just in here, in the hall and along the wall and in the front room. Basically, it's the entire center of the main section of the house. Oh, wow, Becky. My heart goes out to you. Brenda says, Jen, it's just clothes, books, things that the girls kept when they're growing up. Brenda's talking to Jen. School, work, toys, books, and the list goes on. Yeah, I suppose when you have kids, you get more stuff than, like I never had children to, I never had that accumulation of their things. I seem to do good on my own. Jen says, my son would freak out if I did anything with his things. I kind of feel that way with my brother. Like I was showing those Coke items that belong to his significant other. Gosh, they lived together for a good 20-some years. And she had when she passed away, he told me, I was still up in Wisconsin. And I was up in Wisconsin for about 3 years after she passed away. I remember going to her funeral, but I lived in Wisconsin then. And he told me when I moved down here, he said, I cut that wrong. That's too short. I goofed. Well, this will be a goof page. He told me that he took a big, see, it's way too short. Not way too, it's about a ½ inch short. I'll just put it with this other one. This will make it 78 pages. 78 times 4. What? 300? Let's see. 2, carry 3, 28, 31 something. 310. Something like that. Up around in there. Chattering away here. Where was I cutting? I was cutting right here. I better make sure before I cut that. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, he said he took a big pickup load of things to Goodwill. And he was feeling kind of guilty about it. She worked and she lived with him. Her dad left her a lot of money her dad and mom left her a lot of money. They were big farmers, owned their farms and stuff. So she wasn't hurting. And she worked on her own too and had her own money. So she bought a lot of stuff. And she had a lot, there's still stuff of hers around here. And he was feeling kind of guilty because when I came down here, I just had what I could put in the back of my car. And I was wearing some of her sweaters and, like I like stuff that I can just wear around the house. And he was feeling kind of guilty. He said, I shouldn't have taken all that stuff to the Goodwill. And I said, well, it probably went to people who appreciated it. And because she bought nice stuff. She bought nice stuff. And I still find stuff of hers that I like. But she's got some stuff upstairs that I need to get rid of because they've been sitting up there for 8 years. And they're just like, she liked teddy bears and Easter eggs and stuff like that. Plastic Easter eggs, stuff like that. And I just need to pack them in a box and take them to Goodwill, and they can either sell them or junk them, whatever they do with it. Of course, I won't throw anything that's nice out. And she had school papers that belonged to her 2 kids, and they're old men now. They're old men now, and there's a box of old school papers up there when they were in grade school, up there in the closet. I never go up there much, but I need to clear off some of those items. She has teddy bears and stuff upstairs that need to be cleaned off, and then I can take off the bookshelves up there, and then I can take my mom's books that I took out from here and put on those bookshelves and get them out of where I'm keeping my stuff. So I have more room for my stuff. Becky says, if Greg ever moves out, all his stuff is going to his house. If anything stays, I will consider it abandoned property. I love it. I love it, Becky. Greg, you better take care of your abandoned property. Abandoned property. That's funny. My mom was pretty good. Of course, now, see, my mom and dad grew up during the Depression. And they knew the value of, I mean, because they both grew up poor. They never had much. So, you know, of course, in later years, they were able to get more. And we had, I mean, we weren't rich by any means. But I think I had more than my mom had. You know, and she kept, like one of my Christmas stories I was telling about, when I was showing my workbook, I was telling about the red robes. She would always get me a red robe for Christmas. I had red robes. And I was telling about several years later when I went home, I saw her wearing, she had snitched one of my red robes and was wearing it. So she of course, eventually that stuff gets thrown out. And I had to throw out a lot of stuff when I moved because I put up my own stuff. Like when I was just moving on my own, I couldn't carry that stuff all around with me. A lot of school papers of my own. Some things I kept, but a lot of my school papers and notes and stuff like that I threw away, and I was thinking, man, they would make great junk journals now. But I guess I can go upstairs and get her son's school papers and make junk journals. I'm getting close to the bottom here. Brenda says, Becky, after the first year, this is Brenda A. She says, Becky, after the first year, we got to clear out the kitchen and dining room to replace flooring. I'm not looking forward to that. I'll bet. Well, my brother, when I moved down here, he had this horrible kitchen rug. I hated that kitchen rug. Why would you ever put a rug in? Of course, they liked it. That was, you know, I guess it was warm. But my feet get hot, and I love to go out and he put in a vinyl floor finally. We've got a vinyl floor in there. He finally did it. And I love going out there now because my feet get hot, and the vinyl floor is cool. And it cools down my feet. I love to walk on that floor just because it feels good on my feet. And he's done a lot of work to this house that I couldn't do. Like, he had a new hot water heater put in. He had a new sewer pipes put in. Roof put on. A new roof put on. This is all since I've been home. A new roof put on the house. They tore down that old shed behind there and built him a nice little garage for his car. Of course, my car always sat out on the street anyway. I mean, when I rented an apartment, I had underground parking. I was spoiled. Come down here, and this is a car that sits out on the street. But I'm glad he did it, because that old house was really needed to be torn down. And he had to have that done, and they built him a nice little garage out there. And then the weeds started growing up behind it, and you know whose responsibility that was. And I got him out there to help me, because if you don't get those big tall weeds out of there, those roots go around and kind of little volunteer trees. If you don't take care of that, they can ruin your foundation. And I crabbed at him and had him come out, and we worked couple afternoons out there, and I put down landscaping fabric, and it's keeping the weeds down. And I want to do that to the garden, but we've had such weather here, I haven't had a chance to get out in the garden. I'm hoping we'll have some days of 60 and 70 weather here. It's been down in the 40s and 50s and rainy. Becky said, I'm worried about the trauma the cats will go through as they are removing everything. We will see the ground underneath the house. Oh my goodness, Becky. How long is it going to take them to do that? Do you have a time frame? Like, is it going to take them 3 weeks or a week or a couple days? Becky said, I wish this damage had never happened. It's such an ordeal to clear the rooms, period. I'll bet it is. I'll bet it is. And you know, you get settled and you have to move everything around, and my heart goes out to you. I understand. It's like an unending job, too. On a bright note, Scott wants to downsize when he retires. Well, that's a bright note. Getting rid of stuff is going to be hard, though. You'll find that, oh, you'll have more time to do stuff when you retire. You don't get rid of everything. I think I have more junk than I've ever had. Don't tell anybody, but I go thrifty. I was saying I better stop doing it, dragging it home. My brother will start putting it out on the sidewalk and me with it. And I don't think he would do that. I help him out. I help him order his meds. We spent a day I bet I was on the phone. Well, I know I was on the phone over an hour, just on hold. Don't call the VA on Mondays. Do not call them on Mondays. That's their busy day. You get put on hold and they'll say, you're caller 999, you're caller 997. I'm exaggerating that. It's not that high, but you sit there on Mondays waiting to... And we had to straighten out some of his medications. He didn't recognize one of the medications, and he was afraid to take it. So we had to straighten all that out, and then he wanted a medication list, and they couldn't give me a list. I had to call this doctor, and that put me on hold again. Stuff like that. So he doesn't like dialing like a VA. You have to go through all those phone menus to get to your party. He can do it. He just doesn't like to. So I help him with all of that, making in his appointments. But he does, when he goes to the VA, we always go to Pizza Ranch, and he buys my pizza for me, so I get paid in the long run. Poor cats, Dar says. Becky said she doesn't have a problem letting go of things. She's used to having to give things up. I wish I could say that. I have trouble. I attach memories to things. And, yeah. And when I create things, they become a part of me. You know, and I keep dropping this. Probably should think about putting in a new one pretty soon here. But, yeah, I have to admit that even stuff that I get at the thrift store, I have trouble getting rid of. And I have me a little game I'm going to play, but I haven't been successful at the game. I haven't won at the game yet, so I don't want to play it. All right. Look at all of this. And that's the second half. I think I'm going to have to get out a big manila envelope. Because I'm not going to, or I could put it in that empty box over there. I'll have to sort it out later. This I can throw away. Brenda says, I just went to the bedroom to let the dogs out in their fenced-in yard. I just realized we need to replace the flooring in the hall because it leads to the dining room. Becky says, ugh. Yeah, I couldn't handle all that on my own. I think they put in new flooring when they moved down here. So the flooring, it isn't like the flooring in this house is 30, 40 years old. It's probably 20 years old. I've been down here 8. And the rugs aren't bad. And we don't have pets. Well, she had a pet when she had a little dog when she lived here with him, but he doesn't want a pet in the house now, so I honor that. I think, though, if I were to have to move and live alone again, I think, and not work. You know, when I worked, I was around people and I had company and everything. I think that I would want a pet. And I love to watch those dog grooming videos. I would either want a little lap dog or a kitty cat. Kitty cats would probably be easier to take care of, but I kind of like the little dogs. Oh dear. Now, when I do this, I'm going to pull out this, if I can get to it. I've got to see where it's at here. Hold on. Is this it? I'm going to pull out this because when I fold these papers in half, it's easier for me to get a nice fold when I can put this paper against. Otherwise, then I'm getting a nice straight fold here. Otherwise, I'm sitting going, you know. So, let's see, these two are, I'm going to put them over here with my scraps. Excuse me. And I think these go in here. And I'm not going to bind this journal. I'm just getting these pages ready. I might try to fix that spine. Let's see. Jen says, so we can go through your boxes of stuff, Mary? You mean now? Do you mean now? Not now. I'm in the middle of doing this. How about tomorrow? Tomorrow night, maybe? I want to work on some wax seals tomorrow. I also want to, well, this afternoon sometime I want to do some writing in my workbook, my holiday memories. I want to start that. Yes, now. Now I'm going to work on that. I want to finish this. What time is it? It's 8:50. I've only got 10 minutes left. I've only got 10 minutes left, Jen. We'll do it either tomorrow morning or tomorrow night. I'll get out that box of, you probably have seen the top stuff. I've got to, they're those numbered Ziploc bags. Is that what they are? Some of them are in there. I think I've got other bags in there too. I think my numbered ones are in another box. I just got too much stuff. But I want to make junk journals out of that stuff. I don't want to throw it away. Then what are you going to do with all the junk journals? I don't know. They'll sit on a bookshelf someplace. Tomorrow works too. Okay, tomorrow night. I want to work on my wax seals tomorrow morning. There's a project I want to do with those. I've only got 10 minutes left here. 9 minutes now. Boy, time goes fast when you're doing this stuff. Sitting here chattering. Sitting here chattering to you guys. Talking about junk. Dara says, I have to go now. Bye, Dar. Have a great day. Thanks for hanging out with us, Dar. She says, thanks for hanging out with me. Have a good day. I opened a box of Happy Mail from J.L. Johnson, and she sent me some bobby pins, some 3-inch bobby pins. So tomorrow morning, too, I want to use some of those and make some bobby pin and belt. Maybe I'll do some tatting this afternoon. Oh, yeah, like I'm going to have time to tat. Guess I should take my tatting to the basketball game. Look at that granny over there. She's sewing. She's sewing. She's knitting. And then I opened a box from Debbie Hammond. I'm thinking about those. Gosh, those black and white photos were wonderful. She told me she had black and white photos, and she showed them to me, but I didn't, I didn't realize that they were so cool. Becky says, I will have to say good day to all as I have to get on to the craft and chat room. Bye, Becky. Have a good day. Tell JL that I really think, JL was in here earlier. I'll probably take a little nap, because I woke up before the alarm went off. I was up around 2:30 this morning. I didn't sleep that well. I haven't been sleeping good lately. I don't know why. I get tired enough. I was running around yesterday all around town. Came home exhausted, but I couldn't sleep. I slept for a couple hours last night, and that was it. I don't know what the deal is. I'm only getting a couple hours of sleep a night. I have to get totally exhausted to have a good night's sleep. But I take naps. I take my Angie naps during the day. Like, I'll fall asleep after the stream here. Sleep right through the Price is Right show, and they're yelling and jumping around, and it doesn't bother me a bit anymore. So I went to Walmart yesterday, and I bought some groceries, and I bought this big, huge butternut squash, fairly big. And when he was checking it out, I looked at the price, and I said, $4.38 a pound. I don't know, I'm not paying $4.38 a pound. And it wasn't $4.38 a pound, it was 4 pounds and 38 ounces. 3/8 of an ounce or whatever. I'm going, whew, it was $1.38 a pound. And I want to make some butternut squash soup. And I have a salad out there I need to eat for lunch today. And what else is in my world? Oh, I want to make some Christmas crack. Probably won't do all that today, but those are my... Yes, I've been up since 2:30 a.m. I generally, on the mornings that I stream at 6 o'clock, I get up I set my alarm for 3:30, but I woke up before my alarm went off this morning. I got about 5 minutes left here. Let's see if I can get these papers folded. Yep, I haven't been sleeping good, but I don't know what it is. I don't think that, well, when I moved down here, I was doing the yard work and everything, and we've hired this young boy. He's in 8th grade now, I think, but he's been mowing our lawn for us this year, and I haven't been getting outside and getting as much exercise. And I'm wondering if that is, because I don't drink a lot of coffee. I have 1 cup of coffee a day. That's it. I make it in the morning, and that's all. And I don't know what's keeping me awake, but my body wants to sleep. And sometimes I wonder if it isn't the phone, you know, watching too much video. Brenda says, I've driven so much the past 3 days that I'm worn out. You'd think I'd sleep well, but I don't. Yeah, I think I'm like you that way, Brenda. I don't know what it is. You would think because I was gone yesterday. I did all that running around, and I was tired when I came home, but, you know, and then you have to unload the car and put the groceries away, and I had to go to the post office, and yeah, I did all that stuff after I got home, and then I sat down, but I kind of wonder if it isn't the phone. Bye, Cynthia. Thanks for popping in. I'm going to order those pens that Dee Dee was telling us about because I want them for journaling. I'm going to make this. This is going to be my writing journal where I'm going to actually, it's not going to be an art journal. It's going to be a personal writing journal. And I say it's going to be my private journal, my $500 journal. I might put some other papers in here. I think that signature is wide enough to accommodate all of these. I'm hoping that it will be. This one I cut short. I have to put that away. Most of them have been pretty good here. Well, out of 80 pages, I'm down to 77. And I've got some big clips. I'm going to have to get those out. I'm going to do the Coptic stitch on these. Well, I've got 1 minute left. So I want to say goodbye to everybody. Thank you all for sharing your Thursday morning with me. Pink Girly is on. Let me see if I can go grab her channel fast here in 1 minute. Pink Girly, is that her? Is that her? Did she dye her hair? I'm going to have to get with her and find out if she dyed her hair. She changed her channel around a little. I'm hoping I have the right channel. Yeah, that's her. All right, hold on. Hold on. Let me come back into chat. So she's on next. This is Thursday. There's a lot going on Thursdays, but it's 9 o'clock. Just remember, Beth Schuler comes on at 6 p.m. I'm going to have to let you go because she's coming on. Have a great day, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Bye. Thank you, Brenda. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. I'm going to sit here and finish folding my pages. Bye.